Alright, first off, I want to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakak double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word in all sincerity and truth, the sisters, the believers, the helps, shalom. This is Brother Iron from the Jamaica camp, just coming at you with another lesson, right? And basically, this lesson is something that is based upon things that even me myself have been guilty of, and it's something that we need to consider and something that we need to stop doing, right? And this example also coming from fear with his heart being hardened, and sometimes we as men in the truth also have times that we harden our hearts, right? And we have to pray the Most High so that our hearts be not hardened. Like we could get rid of that stony heart and get that heart of flesh. But as I said, just going to get a quick example from fear, and just hopefully this lesson is edified, right? Now, this is Exodus 8, verse 9. And Moses said unto Pharaoh, Glory over me. When shall I entreat for thee, for thy servants? As a matter of fact, Salakia, verse 8. Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron and said, Entreat Yahweh, that he may take away the frogs from me and from my people, and I will let the people go, that they may do their sacrifice. And I have times, the frogs they would basically represent certain afflictions where Yahweh Shai place upon us because what we not the wrong spirit, or we do something wrong, right? And basically him we lay him hand upon we, and sometimes you might you pray to him, right, through the spirit of Yahweh Shai. You might ask brothers to pray for you or whatever, and ask basically the Lord for ease up his hand, right? Verse 9, and Moses said unto Pharaoh, Glory over me when I shall entreat thee for thy people. When shall I entreat for thee and for thy people and for thy servants to destroy the frogs from thee and thy houses, that they may remain in the river only? Jumping down, verse 12, right? And Moses and Aaron went from Pharaoh, and Moses cried unto Yahweh because of the frogs which he had brought against Pharaoh. And Yahweh did according to the word of Moses, and the frogs died out of the houses, out of the villages, and out of the fields. So the prayers we go up, right? The Lord start give you ease, you start function certain way, you start get them lessons out, you start pray more, you start fast more, you start get back in the spirit. And not because you overcome one thing, means you're not gonna ever sin again or whatever. But the thing about it is when you come on to the point is in verse 15, getting theirs, right? It says, and Yahweh did according to the word of Moses, and the frogs died out of the houses, out of the villages, and out of the fields. And they gathered them together upon heaps, and the land stank. But when Pharaoh saw there was respite, he hardened his heart, and hearkened not unto them, as Yahweh had said. And even sometime in the prayers that we say, Yahweh Shai, if you take this off of me, which is a vow where you're not supposed to vow, right? But I say, if you take this off of me, I'm going to ensure say I do my 3 videos, or I'm going to ensure say I do this, or I'm going to ensure say I do that, or whatever it is in the midst of affliction, you are called upon the Most High, right? But this is a point. He says, but when Pharaoh saw there was respite, he hardened his heart and hearkened not unto them, and as Yahweh had said. And that is the thing. Instead of when I get that, we'll look up this word respite or respite. Salakia. Right. This is rawaka, right? Respite, relief, right? Relaxation. So when Pharaoh saw that the plagues had eased, basically him hardened him heart, and that's the thing. When the Most High goes to boomstar and lift up him hands, right, ease we of whatever affliction, or get we back in a certain state, because we pray to him and call, then all of a sudden we get back, we get complacent, right? All of a sudden you forgot say the pray say I go give back your 3 do your 3 videos, or whatever you pray for. Just using that as a general example, right? You if you do pray say yo you go fast more, if you do pray say yo, if you do say yo you go pray more, right? If you do say yo you go you see me, you go be more be right towards whatever the issue is, whatever you feel in your spirit that the affliction was for, right? Hey, you know that you forgot your prayer say you go pray for stay in the right spirit, right? But and then as soon as the Lord Yahweh Shem shall lift up this affliction off of you, you just gone back to do whatever you were doing. So in the midst of the affliction you call, right? And you basically sober, right? And you call upon Yahweh Shem Shai, but as soon as the Lord do feel in the bargain and lift you up, right, and leave the ease, Salakia, your heart get hardened and you're gone back to the same thing when actually they jack you up for in the first place, right? And that is the thing we need to be careful, and the children of Israel known for that a lot, right? As a matter of fact, let me just get one precept from the New Testament, 1 Corinthians 10, right? Matter of fact, let me just start at verse 1. This is 1 Corinthians 10, verse 1. Salakia. Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant, how that our fathers were under the cloud, and all passed through the sea, and were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea, and did eat the same spiritual meat, and they drink the same spiritual drink, for they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Amashiach, Salakia. But with many of them God was not pleased, for they were overthrown in the wilderness. Now these things were an example were an example. Salakia. Now these things were our examples, Salakia, to the intent we should not lust after evil things, as also they lusted, neither be ye idolaters, as were some of them, as it is written, the people sat down to eat and drink and rose up and play. Right? The verses the keep on this verse 9, it said, neither let us tempt Hamashiach, as some of them also tempted and were destroyed of serpents, neither murmur ye, as some of them also murmured and were destroyed of the destroyer. Right? Now these things happen unto them for ensamples, and they are written for our admonition, upon whom the ends of the world are come. Right? So at the end of the day, that are the thing. The key point is being is tempting the Most High, because that is a way of also tempting the Most High. Right? Because you pray and whatever, and then as soon as the Lord goes to boom and ease up, you change your mind, or you basically heart get hardened like Pharaoh, as we say. Right? And therefore what? This you know the example of what happened to Pharaoh. The judgment of the Lord basically come down upon Pharaoh. So at the end of the day, it's very important not to make, because of respite, you harden your heart after respite, right? Or after relief, right? Pray for the Most High for remove that hard heart from you, right? Or pray the Most High remove that spirit from you if you have that spirit, right? So that we don't basically end up in the same predicament as Pharaoh, right? Just wanted this to be a quick lesson. Hope this was edifying. Once we want to say all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakakwedash. The honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word now, sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom.